I noticed you said there in your answer that you're focused on some companies that may be in trouble with a potential rollback of the essential healthcare benefits.
Yeah.
So can you give us some insight into some specifics? Who's vulnerable to a theoretical rollback there?
Well, one area we would really focus in on, there's only a handful of public plays, is the kidney dialysis business. I think that business is really heading for difficulties.
Oh, we have a chart here of some different
what a
public companies in
coincidence.
kidney dialysis. Amazing how that happened.
Yeah, there's three of them. And I should say here that any companies that you either see there a chart of or I mention, either intentionally or inadvertently, you should assume that we are short that stock. Disclosure now done. And so the kidney dialysis business is interesting because we have Obamacare exchange insurance officials on record saying that kidney dialysis is almost single-handedly breaking the exchanges. Blue Cross of California has said that for every single kidney dialysis patient they have, they need 3,800 healthy lives to cover it. It is amazingly expensive, but not in a way you would think. And the way these companies have prospered in a weird way is they're actually trying to push Medicare and Medicaid patients, where the reimbursement is much lower, into Obamacare, and where they get 2 to 3 times the reimbursement rate, and under the essential health benefits factor, they've got to provide it.
Right.
And so taking an elderly person who's on Medicare, well, why would they go into Obamacare, right? It'll cost them, an elderly person, a fair amount of money. Well, they get third parties to pay a big chunk of the premium in the form of charities. And guess who donates to some of those charities? And so this is one of these sort of rent-seeking behaviors that I think is going to go by the wayside. And I think these excess returns, one of those companies that you had up there actually has a slide in their investor deck that said 90% of their business is Medicare, Medicaid, and that loses money. 10% of their business is commercial, and that makes 110% of their operating profit.